Hey everyone, this is PrinceWatercress, and welcome back to Let's Play The Simpsons, Bart and the Beanstalk. I don't feel like saying the name of that game anymore. In the last episode, we managed to explore the Giant's house and survive. Now we have to explore more of the Giant's house and survive. So anyway, we gotta stay in the darkness for this video, or, well, for the first part of this video at least. Because if you stay too long in the light, if we don't keep moving while we're in lit up areas, we will be under the Giant's thumb, both figurative, literally, and we will have to lose a life and start all over. So let's grab some coins. Let's try not to be in any area where the background isn't black for too long. You also want to grab that in case you lost too much health. In case you experiment with the light, that will regain a little bit of your health, which is cool. And here, we just want to jump over the mice and just not even fight them at all. We just want to just get through the lit up areas as soon as possible. Remember, there's any gray or white, you don't want to be standing there for too long because otherwise the Giant will crush you, and you don't want that. Also, watch out for small platforms because those will break under your feet, and that's not cool. Also, there will be a ton of flies, ton of fireflies, I guess, and you just want to be careful so that you don't get hit by them too much. That thing that looked like Lisa's head is really the harp. You want to grab that as well. That refills a little bit of your health, which I like, because we're going to need the health to get through here. And I will go ahead and use that dynamite just a little bit later, just in case stuff happens. Thankfully, nothing should happen, but just in case. There we go. And just a little bit more platforming, we should be able to get through here. Just keep on moving, grab the golden goose. We have our health refilled, not like it's going to matter because it's going to be refilled at the beginning of the next section anyway. And you want to make sure you grab the money bag, the golden harp with Lisa's head on it, apparently the only Lisa reference in the game, and the golden goose. It is really easy to miss the money bag. I'm glad I showed that off because if you don't grab all the treasures before you make it over to where the stage ended, you pretty much are forced to start all over. You messed up big time. So make sure you grab that money bag at the start. And that harp too. Otherwise you're going to be up the creek without a paddle, so to speak. Grabbing anything that wasn't nailed down, Bart bolted from the castle with the gold, the harp, and the goose. Following right behind him was the very angry and very hungry Giant. I'm suddenly reminded of that honeycomb commercial with Andre the Giant in it. I should put that in the description for those of you who have never seen it. It's pretty wholesome. And that's one angry Giant Homer. That's one giant, said Bart as he ran for his life. In an auto-scrolling section, that's basically the second stage in the game, except backwards and auto-scrolling. And if you're too far to the right side of the screen, you will die instantly. I want to grab this and immediately get over here. There will be invincibility, but it'll last us just enough to get through a little bit of the things here. And I want to make sure that I have like enough things forward, but I don't want to be too far back in case I get, caught, because if I'm too far to the right, I will drop down and immediately die. And there's nothing I can do about it if I go too far to the left. Or to the right, rather. Okay, we're at the bridge, or rather the windowsill, so to speak. So we're kind of halfway through this. This is going to be the hard part. I'm glad I actually got my health back, or at least a little bit of it. And I'm glad I have just a little bit of invincibility. because of what I'm about to do. Not like the invincibility was going to last long for me anyway. I wanted to get up there as soon as possible and make sure that I get the screen to scroll to the left, to scroll long enough so that way when I leap on the first clad platform, I get to the thing immediately. And I was a little too fast. That platform that I missed, you have to get on it and then jump to the left immediately. Otherwise, you are forced to lose a life. And I rue the fact that there are no checkpoints at all. I really could have used a checkpoint in this area. Sadly, I don't get one, which is kind of tough. Now, let's just get over here a little bit. There we go. Ow. That's okay. I'm going to be refilling health sooner rather than later. And by the way, don't even bother trying to get your lives back, because you can't get them back, which I really just do not like. I just want to be very careful here and jump to the platform immediately as soon as I see it. If I miss anything, oh well. I'll be able to refill my health eventually. Okay. Cloud platform. And let's hope I can stick the landing the next time I make it all the way to where I died. Okay. I may get hit by that. No, I didn't. Cool. Okay. I honestly thought I would get hit by the missile that was moving back and forth. Thankfully, that was not the case. Now, watch for the thing. Yeah, that's how you do it. That is how you... Ow! And on this last platform, you want to get to the left immediately as soon as you land on it. That way you can get over here. And this is the final stage. Don't run in the birds. You definitely don't want to lose a lot of health early on in this level. And you don't want to get caught too far up, because if that happens, you'll be grabbed by the giant and you'll be forced to start this whole section over. And I've already lost one life already. Make sure you don't... Make sure that if you accidentally land on a platform, that you can get off, like, pretty much immediately, like that. Otherwise, you're going to have a bad time! No bird. Now, some birds will be flying around in circles. Those are probably the toughest things to deal with. Like that right there. That bird is flying in a circle. There's going to be another one flying in a circle soon enough. Not him. Next one. That one. Just follow the coins. Grab the axe, and we did it! Before the giant could reach the bottom, Bart grabbed an axe and chopped down the beanstalk. The giant fell with a thud. Bart's house shook so much that the whole family ran out to see what had happened. We felled the giant! And we stole all of his swag. Swag, I hate that word. Bart showed them the gold, the harp, and the goose. They were all so excited they were speechless. Except for Homer, who said, "That's one ugly giant. He looks just like you, so who's one to talk here?" Bart's family used the money to buy a new cow. And the money made by selling the goose's golden eggs kept Homer rolling in donuts for the rest of his life. The end. This game, I feel like I'm playing a ZX Spectrum game on Game Boy. Maybe it has something to do with the clad platforms on the way to and out of the basically both cloud stages, as well as the parachute stage. I can't believe I beat that on the first try. Also, apparently I have to press A to get through the credits. Weird. Maybe it's the fact that it's really hard to refill health and impossible to regain lives once you lose them. To be fair, though, I had the feeling I was going to lose a life eventually in this Let's Play. I'm surprised I saved all 3 of them for that long. Maybe it's the whole light gimmick, which was actually kind of cool. I do like that. As long as you stay in motion and don't keep still, the giant won't get you. I do like that. Other than that, your health just slowly ebbs away. I'm not quite sure what it is. Maybe it's the fact that the Game Boy and the ZX Spectrum both used a Zilog 80, a Z80 processor. I guess. I know they use the Zilog 80 or a Z80, or whatever it is you want to call it. I think. Somebody might stop me and tell me I'm wrong, or I might look it up myself. I need to press A. I feel like I was playing a very British-feeling game that was used to make a game based on a very American franchise. The graphics are good. They're not terrible. You can tell what Bart looks like. Though I wish he had more facial expressions other than, you know, looking straight at you, like when he falls into soup and dies or something. But other than that, they weren't good. They weren't bad. They weren't the best. They functioned. Sound is alright. There's only one music track. It's great, but as you just play through this game through trial and error, it is eventually going to wear down on you. And of course, there's also this music as well. And the title screen music, too. There's only like 3 pieces of music here. And I can bet you that the gameplay music is going to get pretty annoying pretty fast. Press A. I did graphics, I did sound. Play control. Bart, it's okay. Bart kind of slides forward a little bit when you let go of left or right on the control pad. I kind of wish you could look up or down sometimes, especially in the area where you have to stay out of the light. Like, in case you manage to find a dark spot where you can, like, not worry about having to be crushed by the giant and have yourself under his thumb, both figuratively and literally. And there are some things that I wish were improved. I wish you didn't have to keep an enemy on screen in order to keep him on the screen so he could be destroyed. Like the rats. And the bugs. It was awful. And there's really not much reason for play this game again, unless you really want to challenge yourself again, or it's been a long time since you played it, or probably for nostalgia reasons, which the last one will probably disappoint you in some way, I'm pretty sure. I'm sorry, I'm just sighing a lot. It's just this game. I'm not the biggest Simpsons fan. I'm going to admit that right now. But I feel bad for Simpsons fans who were very young in the 80s and the 90s, who wanted a halfway decent game and couldn't get it. And they had to wait to become teenagers or adults and maybe have kids of their own before they witnessed something that was halfway decent, nay, actually spectacular in comparison with The Simpsons Hit and Run. I haven't played that game, but I have seen it in action, and it is wonderful. I really need to track it down and play it, because it's just so good. This one, not so much. It's beatable. It has its hard moments. But there are some things that I wish could be improved. Oh, and the platform thing, where you have to just stay in motion or else you just stand in place while the cloud platform moves under you, and then you just pretty much have no cloud platform under you left, and you fall to the bottomless pit and you die. I really don't know what they were thinking. This is a Game Boy game from '94, not some ZX Spectrum game from 1987. Or 84 or 85 or somewhere in the mid-80s. It's been 10 years since Spectrum games had started being made. Y'all knew better than this, game developers. Come on. So would I recommend this? Well, you could probably grab it for cheap. Don't let me stop you from putting this in your collection, but this one is a bit dicey to play. Just, if you keep at it, though, it's beatable. It's doable, it's beatable, you can get through it. So, special thanks to Newfie Bongo for playing this game all those years ago. I managed to catch his Let's Play of this game a little while after the fact, and saw what there was to see, and I wanted to see if I could beat it one day. Well, that one day is today, and as you can see, press A. I did it. And now it's time to go through the credits one more time. I probably left this on screen for long enough. Oh, that was the final thing. Well, when you come out of the credits, you don't go back to the top screen, you go back to the first level. With your current score and your current amount of lives. Why? I just beat this game once. I don't feel like playing it again. I've given my thoughts on it. There are much better games. This is a harder one. This one isn't made all that well. There are better platformers and scores of them for the Game Boy. But I guess I can recommend this one if you want a challenge. So, that's it for Let's Play The Simpsons, Bart and the Beanstalk on Game Boy. Maybe I'll be back with another Let's Play, maybe another game. Maybe it'll be good, maybe it'll be bad, maybe it'll be somewhere in between. Hopefully it won't be anything like this. Man, this was dicey. Until then, this is PrinceWatercress. Take care. Stay safe. Thanks for watching, and see you guys later.